July 12th and 13th, Tuesday and Wednesday. The sun is in Cancer, and right opposite, the moon's in Capricorn, which means it's a full moon. And there's a T-square. We have Jupiter squaring Mercury, Jupiter squaring the moon, and the whole thing releases in Libra. So what does that mean? First, let's start with the full opposition between Capricorn and Cancer. What does that even mean? The sun's in Cancer. The sun's in Cancer. So we know during a full moon in Cancer, it's a highly charged energy. It's the feeling that something's wrong. And then the moon in Capricorn goes, hold on a minute, what are we going to do about it? Capricorns get really pissed off or frustrated when a Cancer's just feeling. You have heard people say before, what is the value of emotions? Why do we have to even deal with them? That's the answer that the Capricorn turns to the Cancer. You probably have this in your chart or in your soul. You've got this emotional sensitivity. Everyone does to varying degrees. Some of us shut it down. Some of us are overwhelmed by it. But that moon in Capricorn's going, you know what? I am going to give you practical directions. Take your attention off the feelings. Like when you're in business and you're not allowed to cry in a business room or you're not allowed to get emotional, that's the Capricorn opposition to Cancer, who has to cry. And so it's a ping pong game. And then the T-square is there's Jupiter in Aries. So we have Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. And then the whole thing releases in Libra, which means, what do you want to know during this full moon? Who are my people? The Capricorn wants to say, only care about the people closest to you. I don't like this truth, but there's something to be said about discernment and focusing and just keeping the people in your world that you notice there's an exchange. Because when you've got Cancer and Capricorn, either the person is way too generous, Cancer, Capricorn, they're working way too hard, they're the responsible kid. I know a kid with this, and she's always the first one in the class, and she's always the president of the classroom, and she's always taking leadership. And then she has to learn, and this is where that T-square releases in Libra, to partner with people, to ask for help, to not always assume the position that you're the leader. So if you're one of those people that has a lot of cardinal energy, you'll know, because you get up first, you raise your hand, you volunteer, you're the one that does what no one else does. And then, moon in Capricorn, they complain. There's only one planet in fire, so the impulse during this few days is to be in the reaction pattern of the emotional body with the Capricorn judging you. It all happens on the inside. There's one part that's feeling, it's a very emotional time, and there's one part that's saying, I hate these feelings. And in the middle is that Jupiter and Aries going, get pissed off about it. And then the answer to every question, said Libra, is ask questions. Who can help me? Anyone else have this experience? Can we talk about it? As soon as you bring in that Libra energy, which is not in the heavens, but it's the finishing point that would make a perfect square, 4 points. We don't have a planet there. And that's what I have always taught in my school. You look at your T-square, you figure out that 4th point, you activate that Libra energy today, during this full moon, and you say to someone, can you help me? If a baby were born, they would have Venus trining Saturn, because Venus is in Gemini and Saturn's in Aquarius. That's the indication that they're going to have a very stable, long relationship. Some people come in and they meet their partner in high school. That would be a person born with this full moon. If a baby's born, this is a very auspicious day. It just really required that they learn about, how do I partner? Who do I ask for help with? That's why I'm here, trying to help you. And don't forget about the Hanuman Festival. If any of you want a spontaneous change starting next weekend, to come see me at an event where there's yoga, there's farm to table food, and there's a conversation about emotional wisdom, and I'll be talking astrology, come look up Hanuman. You'll see the link in Boulder next weekend. I hope I get to see you there. I'm so excited to tell you the Immersion is finally starting August 1st to the 12th. There is an astrological event that I'm leading called the Astrological Awakenings Immersion. And all I want you to do is just sign up, and we will be there for 10 days. There'll be a weekend off, and I'm going to help you find your destiny. So here's the link. It's kind of simple. You just simply, it's free. I want you to know that. All you have to do is register at astrologicalawakenings.com, and it's not going to take any time at all for us to be together in prayer, in meditation, and I'm going to remind you of who you really are, and you'll finish this free immersion and go, why do I feel so much more myself? That's what astrology does, and that's what prayer and meditation does. Come join me.